Willie D Live.
Well, it's easy for a guy to believe that when you see a lot of these little clips that are, a lot of these viral clips with these girls saying that a dude can't do anything for them but pay their bills. I saw one clip even today where some woman said she left her husband after he fell on hard times financially, and the interviewer was asking her, well, but what about sticking by him? What about, you know, what about, you know, taking care of your man or holding him down until you get back on his feet? She said, well, if he loved me, a real man wouldn't fall on hard times.
But she's right and wrong at the same. She's right and wrong at the same time,
Break it
right?
down.
She's right because a real man has an indestructible relationship with God, and through that relationship with God, he will always be in possession of his provision. He will always have his provision, so he will always be able to provide for himself and his family. She's wrong for her inability to articulate this wisdom to her partner, and that lack of passing of the information contributed to him falling on hard times, because a woman is supposed to be a balance, right? So if he does not possess this information, which it sounded like he didn't, then it's her responsibility to remind him to improve his relationship with God. It's her responsibility to remind him to pray. It's her responsibility to remind him to ask God for provision. And then have empathy and be patient with him finding the words to say and the humility to go to God. And see, our separation has been incentivized by the government. So black women, when Section 8 came, and the government since the plantation have been incentivizing the destruction of black families and black relationships. So when Section 8 came around, you had to, if you wanted to get that check, you can't have a man in the household, right? But when the white farmer's wife needed subsidy from the government, they didn't require the white farmer husband to leave the farm. The white husband stayed in the house. They got the subsidy from the government, and they got back on their feet. The black man had to leave the home, and then that created a lot of broken homes. And then when you fast forward to today, a lot of black women don't realize that you cannot raise a child without the man in the home. You can just maintain a child. You can't. It's the difference between maintaining a child and raising a child. To raise a child, you need both masculine and feminine energies in the home. And I don't mean a woman acting like a man or a man acting like a woman. There's two dads in the home and two moms in the home. This mom-dad bullshit that they trying to brainwash our people to indulge in it. And unfortunately, it's sick, but we've been embracing it, right? So any woman that has real wisdom, she's going to use her wisdom to inform her partner that, hey, go to God, get your provision. You'll never be broke. And you won't even need to go 50-50. It'll be 100-0.